Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the ForlightPodcast, your weekly podcast for all things gaming, gaming news, and all things entertainment related. I'm your host for this evening, Aiden, alongside my co-hosts.
I'm Leighton.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm David.
Alrighty, so this episode, Ethan came up with a great idea. As we're talking about Game of the Year, as it's going into that time of the year, we decided to do our little own Game of the Year with our top 5 games that we've played this year. Doesn't necessarily mean that the games have had to be released this year, just that we played them this year and they had a big impact on us and we just enjoyed them a lot. Mm-hmm. So we all wrote them down.
It's been a great year of gaming.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Yes. And I decided, since I'm host before the podcast, that we are going to roll to see who goes first.
Okay, after you. I cannot see that.
I will roll it again.
A 2.
Fuck.
Funny.
3 ones.
7.
Come on, baby.
I really want to go
Come
first
on,
because I
baby.
want to see faces.
8. Dang.
Come on.
You have statistically...
14.
God damn it.
So it's going to go Leighton, Ethan, me, Aiden. Okay.
No, that's perfect.
We're going counterclockwise.
Before Leighton goes, he's going to list his top 5, and then he's also going to talk about... Or actually, start with your honorable mentions, then go for your top 5. From 5 to 1.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yes.
And
Don't lie.
honorable mentions, we are going to have like a little blurb, and then the top 5 we can go into more, but we're going to try to limit them to not like completely talk about it. All right.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm going to get some looks as soon as I start mentioning my honorable mentions. I just want to point that out now. All right.
Really?
Oh, God.
Honorable mentions. Elden Ring.
Okay.
Grounded.
Okay.
Darktide. Descenders. Actually, I should do this in order of going up or something so I can actually read this. I'm going to restart. Cut. No. Well, is it only 3?
It was supposed to be only 3.
Well, I want to mention the games that I've played this year. Do you
Okay,
want me
go
to?
for it.
Okay, no,
How big is the list?
Not that big.
It's like
I can't see it, but it's not that long.
it's 20 size font in Georgia. No, it's 20. It's 20 point font in
Oh,
Georgia.
just tell me how many there are.
There's about 5 or 6.
Christ.
There's about 5 or 6.
No, there's. What do you mean? There's 5 or 6 games?
5 or 6
Honorable
honorable mentions.
Oh, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. Is that okay?
Sure, but you have to just list them then. You can't. Like...
Yeah, that's literally what I was doing. Okay.
All right.
Cut. Grounded. Rise, Son of Rome. Darktide.
Rise?
The Finals. I really liked Rise. The Finals is on an honorable mentions only because it was in beta and not because it was not released as a full game.
That's
the
fair.
only reason. Elden Ring. I didn't play much of it. Gunrunner. Really liked it. There were other ones though.
You got a free copy. too.
Descenders. And Arkham Knight.
Whoa. No, we need to back the fuck up because he's just mentioned Descenders and Arkham Knight, which I thought were going to be in his top 5. What the fuck is in that list, bro? No,
Okay. My top 5 are in order of games I really enjoyed the most, I think, and had
Number
the most
one's
replayability to.
spoiling you a little
Number
bit.
one-
It is not
read it.
actually.
Okay,
You'll see,
number
you'll
2.
see.
My bad.
You'll see.
I'm kind of scared, bro.
At number 5, and I'm going to get some looks for this, is Fortnite.
Nah. I can see it.
To elaborate, Fortnite.
To elaborate, because you definitely sure should need to.
To elaborate.
Ethan's about to like strangle you
Yeah,
for putting
yeah.
Arkham Knight below Fortnite.
Well, okay, let me elaborate. These are games I had the most fun playing. Arkham Knight I enjoyed, but I felt more like I was trudging through it than I was actually enjoying the game. Do you see what I mean? I don't know how to explain it to you, and I'll explain it more in detail about Arkham Knight later. But Fortnite, I don't know. Fortnite has had a lot of replayability for me. It's something that I really enjoy games I can play with my friends. Like, I really enjoy the social aspect of it, and Fortnite is one of those games where it's free to play. You don't need to purchase anything, and
They've been crushing it this season.
yeah, they've been crushing it. They've been going through all their past seasons, and it's been really fun. And or all their past like original seasons, and it's been really enjoyable. So that's why Fortnite makes it in the top 5, is because or at number 5, is because like I've been having a really good time playing it and with my friends, and I've like I don't know, I've just been enjoying it, and I'm not going to say my rank in ranked because I was about to, and that would have been really bad.
He's diamond.
Number 4.
He's diamond.
Coming out at number 4 is Party Animals.
I can see it. I understand that.
Party Animals is a game made by I don't know why. It doesn't matter.
I'll find
It's
it
a great
later.
game. It's free on Game Pass right now. It's very fun. It's a party game where you're playing with your friends, or you can play with random people online. But it's more fun with your friends, I would say, where you beat the shit out of each other. It's fun. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy that the physics. It's very flowy, and I really like how it's played.
It's better Gang Beasts.
Yeah, it's a much better Gang Beasts. Much better Gang Beasts. But
This looks great.
it looks
Yeah, no,
amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's a
For
very
a Play-Doh animal fighting game.
no, it's very well made. In fact, like you and I went back. Ethan and I went back to it after Halloween and whatnot, and they had a Halloween update that we didn't get to play through, but they had updates to the game that were really cool. Like the tutorial totally changed, and it was really interesting. So
It was quite fun.
Party Animals was made by Recreate Games.
thank
just
you.
For reference.
That's what it was.
Thank you, Gun.
We had probably the most fun playing Party Animals.
We did.
It was hilarious. It was definitely a highlight.
I don't
of
think I
this-
have laughed
this game.
harder than the night we played the Gummy Bear one, and I got stuck in the
Oh, yeah, his
open
Oh,
air.
yeah. No, my
And
God,
I
that
was just
perfect.
like, no!
that was actually perfect. No,
we
but
were pissing ourselves.
no, Party Animals. Yeah, the reason these two
Somebody still needs to play with us. Sorry.
the reason these two are on here, David, is because it's the multiplayer aspect for me. The next 3 are more games that you can play yourself and have a more individual solo replayability, but those last 2 specifically had a super big multiplayer thing
I
component
know
to it.
one of them for sure, but I really don't know the next 2.
Number 3, Forza Motorsport.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I really like what they
Damn.
did. I really like what they did with Motorsport, with the new rendition of it, and that they came out with recently, released by Turn 10 Studios.
Mhm.
It's really fun, and that's something I've been really craving: a racing game, like a real like gritty physical racing game. Like, obviously, I love Horizon, but at some point it gets to be too much. Like
It is
Horizon
too
5,
arcadey.
Ethan and I played Horizon 5 a ton. Like, we were trying to do all the accolades and whatnot. I really like it. But, again, it is very arcadey. It's not very super realistic.
It's like a podcast game to me.
It
It's
is.
like one that you can put on. You're not going to pay attention to anything in particular. You're just going to go out and do. Motorsport, you need to be like...
No.
Like,
I
clocked in.
loved Motorsport. And Motorsport had great tracks that they had imported from real life, obviously. Anyway, like Hakone was fucking awesome. The Japanese track.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. No, that was amazing. Like, very beautiful. The sounds were perfect. I don't know. Something about it. And it really drove that competitive spirit in me. Like, you and I were doing the online races together. Those were fucking awesome.
They were
Because
really
I would
cool.
literally pull from, because we didn't know what qualifying races were until later, but I would pull from like 24th up into first in a
good,
in
and
a
it really irks
full
me
in
playing
a
with him.
full like multiplayer like pro game, because our rank it ranks your group based on like a certain amount of points that your group has, like safety points or whatnot. It goes from 1 to 5,000, and 5,000 being the highest safety rating. We were at like 4,530 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And which is really good, and our group rating was S, which means we were in S tier races with other S players.
I didn't
I was
realize that.
still doing that. It was fucking crazy. It was. I
gotta
really had to
return
push
to
it.
it.
I don't know. Motorsport really drove home that competitive feeling and that competitive, like, I really need to work to win. It was really fun.
Yeah.
So that's why Motorsport is my number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Like a Dragonetian.
What the fuck, bro? What is number 1? No.
Coming in at number
No.
2 is Like a Dragonetian, and this game, I just love the Yakuza series. I love the Yakuza series, and I know this isn't technically a part of the Yakuza series, but it has the same characters and the same feel to it. It's the same feeling. The difference is the combat is totally different, the setting is totally different, the story is totally different. And what I didn't realize, because I went into the game playing, oh my god, a Yakuza game, but set in like the Edo period, right? No, it's actually, well, it's like, it is a fictional retelling of historical events. It's really cool because like I actually went back and like looked up all the like the names of the characters in the game, and I was like, holy crap, this is actually like trying to tell the story in like in their own way, and the story of these like historical events and historical figures. It was really cool, and it was also really fun to play. I just love the way the Yakuza series does their.
Is it historically accurate?
Pieces of it are. There are some.
It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, there are some pieces. Well,
No,
I think it's a little bit. It's better. It's better than
accurate.
that.
Well, like, but
Yeah.
no, but it has the
Like,
it has the
I'm not
ties
accurate.
of it of like in 3, like you have all these figures, but it's telling its kind of own story.
But
with-
did Ezio really exist?
Well, Ezio's not in 3.
I
You
mean,
play
I
as a
know. I'm
Native
just saying,
American.
like, in general, like, did he exist?
The assassins.
Wait,
did
you're
not
playing. So
exist.
your character
Exactly.
exists.
Yeah, Sakamoto Ryoma is a real person
Oh,
who really did some of the things that I did in the game. Like,
Yeah.
they were retellings of things that we don't actually know much information about, but telling the same. Basically, they took historical. For example, Sakamoto Ryoma had ended up forging an alliance between two like super big Japanese clans at the time who were like really not doing well together, and there was a lot of infighting and whatnot, and he ended up making an alliance between the leaders like one night. In the game, it retells this by saying they all got drunk and beat the shit out of each other.
like a good old Yakuza series.
It was fucking awesome. It was awesome,
That was
and
pretty
I really enjoyed the way. I really enjoyed the way they did that, and I really enjoyed like learning about that stuff because the nerd I am, would be interested in going back and like looking this stuff up and like really researching and be like, hey, this is really cool. And I mean, how often do we as how often do we see like historical events from like another place that's like really
That's so crazy.
yeah, that's like
looking
really
it up
integral
right
to that place.
No.
It's basically the events that happened to the it's like what happened right before the Meiji Restoration in Japan. It was really cool.
I think what's so interesting about. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
What's so interesting about the like Japanese media itself, especially in video games, is like the culture is so rich with not necessarily events, but like beliefs and different traditions and stuff like that. That like Ghostwire Tokyo, a very fictitious game, you're blasting ghosts with your hand and stuff, has so much ties to genuine beliefs that Japanese people hold and the Japanese culture holds, as well as like historical landmarks and like their whole shrine system. Like it's very, and that stuff carries over. I see in a lot of Japanese media, especially
Yeah, it does.
because it is one of those cultures that's so rich with stuff that kind of just has physical ties. It's not just crazy random stuff.
And often in like if I'm watching an anime or I'm reading a manga or something, like I'm often seeing like those ties and whatnot. It's not often that I'm seeing the Japanese historical pieces, like the real historical pieces to it. So I really appreciated that, and I really thought it was really cool. And I went in depth to this. I went in depth researching afterwards because it really drew my attention, and I really appreciated that. But anyway,
Number 1.
that was Like a Dragon, Ishin. Coming in at number 1, my number 1 top spot, number 1 favorite game of the year that I have played this year is Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh,
Damn.
I forgot you played that. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Holy shit.
that's actually fire. That's
He's
awesome.
been playing it nonstop.
Recently?
Yes.
Really?
And I understand it's a recent game, so it's probably recent in my brain, but Hi-Fi Rush is a game that really surprised me. Because we had our Game of the Year talks and whatnot, I went back to Hi-Fi Rush and I started playing it again. I didn't realize how much I missed. It's okay. As soon as I had like really gotten into the story, and if I kept like playing it, and I played it to play the game, right, to enjoy the game rather than to just check it out and be like, oh, this is interesting. It is and I've said it before, it's exactly what I want from a game. Like, if I was a kid again, and this game had come out, this would be like what I want from like a linear, like platforming adventure, like action.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Like, you guys know me that I love music and I love rhythm. So incorporating the way they did the rhythm mechanics in the action and whatnot is you're basically attacking on and off beats and like on tempo and whatnot, and you're trying to parry and dodge and avoid attacks and whatnot. This is just the combat system, but it's very fun. It is very fun. It's very enjoyable for me, and there's a lot there that they did very well, and the different music that they produced for the game was very like just spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't played the game yet. I honestly have watched very little about it, but like
You should play
you
it.
guys
It's on
have
Game
been.
Pass.
I know you guys have continually been singing the praises, and I just.
I haven't, I haven't played it either. I need
This
to
is
play it.
my top game of the year, Hi-Fi Rush, because
That's crazy.
and it is
wild to me.
it is not open world. It doesn't have to be.
It's just-
It is
It's
a
not to put the
limit-
game down. I'm not saying.
I was gonna say his reaction is
No.
that's crazy.
Sorry. No,
That's
no,
wild.
No, it's just it like is literally just blowing my brain that it is Lane's, because I wouldn't see Hi-Fi Rush as being your type of game, which is weird.
Yeah, no.
And it's
I
a
mean,
fantastic game.
I mean, it doesn't really have the things that you would see from my kind of game, which is I'm a competitive kind of person. Like, maybe you'd expect something more multiplayer to come to the top, or something more like where I'm really trying to push myself to get like to a higher score or whatnot. Like with like if you like Gunrunner, for example, or Elden Ring is a really good challenge. Hi-Fi Rush satisfies all these points. It has a ranking system almost like Devil May Cry, where the better your rhythm, the better your timing, the better your like combat is, the better score you get for that piece. And it does that for all the pieces within a mission, and then you get a final mission score and whatnot. I love that because it makes me want to challenge myself. Like, that's what I want to get from the challenge piece. Also, the soundtrack is amazing. I am a huge music nerd. It's music and sound design is very vital to me. The way they design this game with the rhythm and
Your weapon is
action.
an electric guitar.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's fucking awesome.
It's a trash guitar too,
Yeah, which
goes
sometimes turns into a real guitar. It's sick. But so that's just the action pieces of it. The story is awesome. There's one point I want to do a review of this game at some point, but there's one point of the game where the story becomes like a little like it feels like it was rushed, but for the rest of the game, so for like the very initial stages and like the middle of the game and then the end of the game, the end is fucking great. Those pieces felt really well thought out and really well like driven, and it's a classic like almost I'm gonna say the hero's journey, but it's a classic story. It's a kid who's like an idiot. He's kind of a
goofy, lovable idiot.
Well, he's a punk, right? He's kind of a jerk, but he grows. Like, he meets people. He goes through this like he goes through this world, and he's like trying to he has a mission to stop these bad guys from doing this thing that it wasn't originally his mission, right? He was doing it to get out of there, but he grows and he learns and he develops and he like becomes a better person for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool to see. It was a very well thought out story, and it was very fun to play. The characters are all interesting. That's the next piece. Character design was awesome. They all pretty much, except for maybe one or two, had a really like interesting like thoughts and interesting like different perspectives on stuff, and like it was fun. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
It was a very feel good fun game, and it made me really happy. And then what really surprised me was at the end of the game, finishing the game, I was like, damn, that was really fun. I wish there was more of this. And basically there's a hideout that's like you go to between all of your missions and whatnot, and the hideout expands. There's more in the hideout. In that there's like an arcade there this only happens at the end of the game. You finish the game, then there's like new game plus almost, but you don't have to like new game, right? In the new game plus, you go back and you try to find these secret doors that are hidden around the map, like through each of the levels, which you can see before, but you can't access until after the game is finished. So that's another cool piece that like makes you want to go back. There's 3 new modes that they add afterwards that were really fun to play and really enjoyable and had their own takes on things. Like BPM Rush is probably my favorite, and it's where you have the set group of enemies and you have a health bar, and the better you do, the higher your health bar goes, and then you fight a boss, and then that section ends. And that section was, say, running at 120 beats per minute. The next section then runs at 135 beats per minute. And you do
really
that
cool.
up to 200 beats per minute. And it's like...
Yeah, I gotta play Hi-Fi Rush then.
it's fucking awesome. It is really fun. And then I found a lot of it was just really funny. A lot of the pieces were really funny. Like some of the banter between the characters, some of the like there's customization that doesn't happen till the end of the game. You can like customize your characters and make them look different and whatnot. Some of them are friggin' hilarious. Like one of them makes Chai, the main character, look like Dr. Robotnik.
That's cool.
Fucking hilarious. Like it's not even that. It's just he has like these like big circular glasses where you can't see his eyes, and then like this mustache.
Yeah, it's
And that's it.
Robotnik.
And it's hilarious. It's hilarious. But that's why Hi-Fi Rush made it to the number one on my list. It was
That's exciting.
overall. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Probably, I'll tell my rating in like an actual review and whatnot. But it was
great.
a solid 10.
I'm actually
I think it was
excited
awesome.
for your review then.
It was a
'cause I
very
wanna
good
hear
game.
more. And
It was a very good
I'm going to probably play it so I can maybe
I'll
Absolutely.
also play it. So
we all play it,
Yeah.
actually. This year has been a great fucking year for games. Not only for games, but just like our podcast and being able to talk about games. And what shows, I think, in what I'm going to talk about is that I have one game that did not come out this year. 2 games, sorry. And they are both an honorable mention. They're not in top 5.
Damn.
What do you mean did not come out? As in like didn't perform to what you wanted?
No, didn't come out this year.
Oh.
Like 2022, 2020, beyond.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'll start from the bottom. Horizon 5 in Motorsport, for the reasons that Leighton listed, Horizon 5 in Motorsport was great this year. They just didn't do as well. Grounded was fantastic. I played it through with my friend Caleb. It was fucking awesome. We're probably going to return to it at some point. Sekiro, I played through like almost all the endings. And it was just been a great time. Sekiro has always just astonished me with how great it is. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which we talked about on the podcast, very great game. I haven't played it much recently, but it was just a very fun, interesting thing. Got me into kind of the Chainsaw Massacre series, and then finally the finals, which just that performed in every category. Though it just didn't. It's not a full game yet, so I didn't really want to put it in my top 5. This is a hard list to make, and you guys are gonna be very surprised with some
Fortnite.
Number 5, we have Jedi Survivor.
Okay,
Jedi
no,
Survivor.
that's valid.
Right.
That's totally
if you
valid.
guys remember just my excitement for this game, I loved Fallen Order. I made an entire like little hideout where I played Jedi Survivor in our room last year.
I forgot that I played this game.
Would it have gone in your top
That
5?
would have probably broken That would have broken Fortnite. It probably would have broken Party Animals too. But that's fine. I
Well,
forgot that I played it.
you guys-
Honorable mention.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just from sequels in this year, Jedi Survivor was just, it was crazy. It's like we have Marvel Spider-Man, we have Tears of the Kingdom, we have Jedi Survivor. And in every single one of those categories, they outperformed the previous game. It's just the previous game, but better. And Jedi Survivor, with its stances, with its story, with its visuals, I know there was a lot of bugs that really brought the game down for a lot of people, but this game was just, it was great. It was really fun, and I had a great time with it. I think it kind of falls in on that top 5 just because there's just a lot of other games this year, and it was at the beginning, so it kind of fell off a little bit. My number 4 is Armored Core 6.
Ooh, okay.
Number
okay.
4, huh?
I finished all the way through. I played it all the way through. It's a great game. The customization was crazy. Having a mech, I've never really had something that I fully wanted to design and build and change, and Armored Core just really did that.
Was the customization like so? Also, to clarify, I haven't played this game.
Yeah.
Is the customization like really customizable? Like you can change like so many things. Or
Well,
is
so
it,
it's
like...
based off. it's based off mission briefing. So you go out, you do a mission, you get money, and then you buy parts for your mech, and then you upgrade your mech. And so it really was a lot of going out, doing something, coming back, adjusting something, going out, doing something, coming back, adjusting something, and changing
Honestly,
the
that
look.
sounds actually really sick.
And one of the, like, I'm not going to spoil, slight spoilers, but I named, and not for the story, I'm not going to go into that, but I named my mech Nightfall, because you can name your mech. And there was,
He's mewing with the Nightfall.
shut,
Nightfall, huh?
Nightfall. Huh?
yeah, I know. Mainly because Batman Arkham Knight was on the mind, and they have a thing called Nightfall. But what was crazy is that one of the logos for the main character, I'm not going to say the main character's name. Actually, that's what am I talking about?
Yeah, that's
it's
not
not a spoiler. Raven is your call sign. When you get the little tag or like the little banner for Raven, it says Nightfall on the top, and I named Nightfall previously. I didn't even know that it was gonna be that, and then it popped up, and Trith, our good friend, was near me, and we just both were like, "What? Oh my god!" It was just such a great moment, and like that game, it's a FromSoft game, so it kicks your ass, and I was pretty fucking peeved a couple times. There's a couple bosses that are just not fun, just straight up. But after beating them, there's a feeling of like completion, and especially with how they frame the story, it was great. I loved it. Going from that, we have number 3, Lies of P. And easy for me. Lies of P was fantastic. It hit everything I wanted. It is the best recreation of a Souls game I think I've ever seen in my entire life. That doesn't come from Software. And going into like what they're doing after this game, the end, I mention it again, the end credit scene of this game, once I can start spoiling this, because it's, and Lies of P's far enough away I can start spoiling this, end credit of the scene made everything that I just did worth it. Everything beforehand and what they're going to make as they do in the next couple games. It's just going to be great.
The green monster of the swamp.
Okay, yeah, no, exactly. Green Monster. Fuck that. You guys get to the Green Monster boss. That's all I'm going to say. It sucks. It sucks. Whoever created that, I'm sorry, but you deserve to be fired. Anyways.
Hey, Peter.
I have never seen him rage harder than against this boss.
Dude, and we have Fire Knight, bro.
Yeah, he beat the fucking
Or
boss.
Fire Giant, sorry.
You know,
I was thinking Fire Giant, or maybe
he
like
came over celebrating,
the gorilla.
punched me a whole bunch, and then collapsed on the ground for the next 2 hours.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
It was worse than Guardian Ape.
Yes.
Like, I remember you like shitting bricks.
Dude, I
with
had
that
to
fight.
take multiple day breaks. It took me, I think, 3 days to beat that boss. I'm not even joking. And I would get up, and the like he just said, which I'll kind of go over. I literally stood up, I turned, and I just started beating the crap out of Aiden on the couch, and I was screaming. I was like, yes, yes.
That's funny as shit.
I watched him get to pixel health like 4 times in one day.
There wasn't even any health in one of the fights, and I still died. I'm not even joking. Like, you couldn't even see the boss's health bar.
That's crazy.
It was
absurd.
It was bullshit.
so funny to watch. He probably had literally 1 point of health left.
It was fantastic, and beyond that point, it was just the boss reveals, the characters, what they're going to be making in the future is really what is exciting me about this. And I think Sound 8, I believe is right.
Round 8.
They deserve all they get. I think that's the right company.
got it.
If it's not, then whatever.
Round 8.
I'm gonna take a guess. I think that Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be number 1 on your list.
You'll see.
If it's not, I'm gonna shit myself.
We're only on number 3. There's still 2 left.
I know.
Okay.
He's gonna come with a crazy twist and say Disco Elysium's my number
Okay,
1.
number 2. Number 2 of my list
Yeah, flip which.
is Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
What the fuck? How?
Listen.
Oh, I love
Listen.
this.
If you goddamn put
No,
party
don't
animals,
you look.
if you put
Don't
party
you
animals
look.
at the top,
No.
if you put party animals at the top, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
I didn't. I can just spoil that.
Bro hasn't played Party
Listen.
Animals, though.
So,
Me? Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like we've talked about this game in just being it's good That's all we've talked about. Mainly because these two haven't played it. Lane obviously hasn't played it. I don't think you will for a while. Unless you get forced to.
Unless I own a Switch somehow in the next day.
It's... I can't even put enough into words of how this game changed this year. Granted, it didn't... It, like... I don't know. I've been too afraid to finish it because it feels like a chapter of that story is closing.
Yeah,
that's what they're done.
That's what happened to
done.
me with Breath of the Wild. Is I haven't finished it yet.
Right. It feels to me like, I mean, I wish I could turn the camera, but I have two posters here. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, this is a big portion of my life, and they crushed it with this game. It was great. It hit all the points. The characters are great. The story is kind of Zelda. It's just always been that way. It's been like a pretty, like, you can kind of see it. But even that, like, some of the moments, like, one of the side quests straight up just made me cry. And I was like, whoa, this came out of nowhere. This isn't normal. And from the creation stuff, from the weapons that you get that build off the other thing, the fucking fact that it's running on a toaster, which we've said so often, is like, that's the biggest holdback for me, is that it just, I can vision this game on a higher powered console. This would be game of the year. There'd be no fucking question about it. You can fall from the Sky Islands all the way down to the bottom of the depths with so much, and they honestly were probably limited with what they could do on the Switch, and they probably could have added more if they were on a higher powered console. All of those places are so fleshed out. It's great. And Tears of the Kingdom really did hit for me. But I would say in terms of this year, and you guys are going to freak out, my number one was Sea of Stars.
Unsurprising.
Wow.
Yes.
No, that's actually
Really?
interesting.
And it's surprising for me because I don't...
Indy!
Oh, God.
He's loose! It is... Listen.
Join us, Ethan.
He's loose. What
Join
the
us.
fuck, bro? Oh my god.
Join us, Ethan.
He's loose. Dude,
Who's loose?
this game,
Grug.
I've put, I think, 10 hours into now. It's a 35-hour story, just straight up. It goes, there's a new game plus after I've heard from a couple friends. Sea of Stars broke my brain. It's a JRPG. It really resembles a lot of the old Final Fantasy stuff, but holy shit, did Sabotage hit the marks on this game. It is, like, the characters are great. The three main characters that you start with, you get more as the party expands and you meet more people. Those characters are fantastic. I think that's a little spoiler, and I'm sorry about that. I just realized. The combat is kind of repetitive, but, like, it's really...
an RPG.
It's so great to think about things in a whole circle of, like, okay, I need to think about my health as it goes into here and how this is going to go in and how much damage I can do, etc., etc. All of the places are beautiful. It goes into what is that game? There's like a portions of this game where you walk into a new area, a new city, and a cutscene happens. This is a 2D, like, kind of overhead game. It goes into a full-blown 3D cutscene. And it's this whole,
Really?
like,
Holy
D&D
shit.
style thing right as you walk in. I was like, what just happened? And I'm watching as, like, you meet, like, these grand characters, and, like, they're all really cool, and, like, the party also looks so cool in 3D. It's moments, it's very short moments, but, like, beyond that, the customization's not crazy, but it also is, like, you can add a lot. The main stuff is, like, all the side quests are really cool. There's this game in the tavern that you can play that is, like, so fucking awesome. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it is, like, the best mini game I've ever played on a video game. And one that I'm actively now going to taverns to play this mini game.
Hey, man.
Okay, I
I
don't
played
know.
Yakuza minigame.
I don't think so.
No.
Dame.
Witcher minigame.
Okay,
Copyright.
I got bored.
Of the Witcher video game? What?
I actually reinstalled The Witcher 3.
And it really
Because
I'm
it's so
I'm
good.
gonna try. I love The Witcher. I don't know what it about it.
Never
Maybe it's
got
because
into
it's
it.
old. I can't. I don't know what it was. I gave it a real good shot too, and I can't.
It's because you didn't get to the...
No.
Never
Is
mind.
there a point when Witcher?
It's
No,
on The
it's
Witcher
not-
3?
No, he's talking. He's talking.
It's because he didn't... Yeah,
Oh no, I got to that point.
And
Dude,
he still
I've already
quit.
seen that. Okay, there's a Netflix series, boys. Come on.
And he still quit.
But yeah, no,
I can't get
for
into
all of
Witcher.
the great things that came out in the other games this year. Tears of the Kingdom, I'm still gonna finish. It's gonna be great. Sea of Stars, just hit. Also, Sabotage is so great. By the way, I just want to shout out them. They've like full on liked our comments and stories, and like they're very upbeat with their community and very responsive with their community. So
Hello.
It's really cool.
Sabotage
shout out.
devs,
I don't think
if
they're gonna
you're
be watching our video, but
If you
I
are,
don't think.
yeah,
you don't know.
you never
I
know.
am very excited to talk about mine.
I'm also
I'm
quite excited.
shifting it over to David.
Also, I want to say thank you very much, Ethan.
I wonder what David's
Mine.
number one spot is going to be.
Very much.
I think you're going to be surprised.
Number two
I
spot.
actually think that
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Resident Evil 4. So we make.
I think that
Super Mario Wonder?
Super Mario Wonder goes
the
at
Rings
the
Gollum?
number one spot.
Oh, shitballs.
It's Gollum. Yeah. Okay, so
No,
I
it's
actually
Skull Island: Rise of Kong.
Yeah.
I played a good amount of games this year. A lot of them, sure, were games that I had played before or touched into a little bit before. But I'm not going to be including those. I'm only going to be talking about games that I started out brand new and fresh this year. So,
You did play a lot of games this year?
yeah.
Not
The
this semester.
beginning- Remember, yeah, not this
Right.
semester, my boy.
Not this semester.
I was
yeah.
going to say.
But, like,
Chronicles.
yeah. This semester's been a little rough. And
I don't know how you got
I
to your
haven't,
political this
I
morning.
haven't been able to see my pookies recently. Yeah. How did I get to clinicals?
How the hell did you get to clinicals? I mean, I got to class, so I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, we were just. I had a lot of good time over this summer to play some games. I had some time, like I've seen other people play some games and things like that. It's been a good time. But like of course, me playing Hollow Knight through again, realizing that's probably my favorite game. Diablo 3.
Didn't you
Disco
start
Elysium,
Hollow Knight this year?
Things that, I didn't start it this year, but I've been replaying it.
You
and
started
realizing-
it first semester last year?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I did.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't he start Hollow Knight spring semester?
It doesn't matter when he started it. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, did he start Hollow Knight this year or last year? Because apparently it's not on his list. He just mentioned it.
It's not?
I don't think I started
It's more-
playing
it's-
Hollow Knight this year.
It's not when you started. It's when you played. It doesn't matter. Like if you played
Okay,
it.
I
But that's,
guess.
you don't have to
Well,
change anything. You don't
well,
have to change
if it's games that I've played this year, yeah, Hollow Knight's number one. But like I feel like everyone knows that. So I'm gonna have a more fun list of like brand new games that I played this year. So starting out with an honorable mention, like I'm just gonna go through these. I only have 3 really quick, just because I have a lot more, but I just figured I'd say these 3. But like Mega Man, the Ultimate Legacy Edition,
Damn.
really really fun.
I forgot
It
you
was-
played that last year.
Yeah, it was really good. Well, this year.
You know what I fucking mean.
But yeah, I played that. It's hard as fuck. If you
yeah,
like
that's Mega
Gunrunner,
Man.
dude, you gotta try this game.
Mega Man.
Like, you really gotta try this game if you haven't tried it before.
Gunrunner's
like,
faster, though.
Gunrunner's really fast, but like Mega Man has like all of those challenges that I think you'd really like, dude. So, just a recommendation.
I will
Just a
be
recommendation.
checking it out.
So an honorable mention goes to Celeste as well, even though I wasn't actually that impressed with the game. Like, it was good. Yeah, but it's like a 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10.
Then perish.
I don't know. It didn't impress me in the way that many other games do. And it was just kind of like frustrating for the sense of being frustrating. And then it didn't have
You
that
also
great...
did play through all of the B-sides.
Huh?
You did play through all of the B-sides.
Yeah, I did. And this is the
Wild.
thing, though. Like, I feel like a game needs more to it than this is a metaphor for mental illness. When you get to the top, you've beat mental illness. I'm like,
That is absolutely not
Me-
what
me,
they
when you-
finished the game with.
I know, I
when
know.
the character goes right back down.
Me when I
That is
fall.
quite literally the opposite of what the game said.
Me when I fall.
Okay, yeah,
and-
they talk about how it's like you're getting to work with like yourself and being able to move through the future, but like it ends at that point. That's not where anything ends with stuff like that.
No, true.
I'm like,
Do you guys know if the DLC talks about it more?
Yeah.
I mean, I
It doesn't.
assume
It also doesn't
doesn't.
really end. I'll talk about it more because
It frustrates me.
Spoiler.
yeah, no, I can't keep quiet
Yes,
about that.
Yes.
Me when I fall from the top and jump king.
True.
Did you actually?
Oh, you got Jump King?
Yeah.
When?
That's another game I forgot to mention. Honorable mention is Jump King. When did I get Jump King? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, another one of my on the honorable
fun.
mention list is Getting Over It. Like, I still haven't beaten the game. I'm working on it. The thing is with Getting Over It, I wish I could. Like, I had the itch to continue doing it. I physically couldn't because of my eczema. I was rubbing away the top layer of my skin, and it was like
Just get over it.
I am gonna smack you. I will.
Kidding.
Look at those lips. Sorry, what?
Hey, yo.
And then my number one
the-
in the honorable mention would be Before the Storm Remastered. So Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. It got a remaster in 2022.
yeah.
I've already played through the game once. I played through it again this time. It's the same game, just better looking visuals, and I love it. It was really awesome. Really good play. But getting into my top 5, do you guys have any guesses about what my number 5 spot would be?
I know what
Number
your
5,
number
no
2 spot
idea.
is.
What's my number 2 spot?
Dave the Diver.
Shut up. You let him introduce it.
I really don't know.
Well,
I have no idea.
what have you played this year, David?
Diablo 4.
Oh,
Is it the 5th spot?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Oh,
Nope.
shit,
Ah,
man.
Diablo
Dude.
simp.
No.
It's a good game. It's a really good game, and I like it a lot. I think I'm sorry, everyone. I've let you down. I haven't beaten the game yet. I haven't. I know. I'm
All of
supposed
those
to be the Diablo
fans.
guy. I'm supposed to
Oh,
be the
God.
Diablo guy.
Hey,
I
go
haven't
beat
seen the
Diablo Immortal. $150,000 later.
Oh no, not Diablo.
God, my dad played that game.
Diablo
actually.
Immortal?
Yeah. It's a
Damn,
mobile game. So
yeah.
it's free.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, quote unquote. Damn. Yeah, that was a waste of money.
Yeah.
Number 4 is my a game that honestly I really like, but I was disappointed in for a few reasons. Omori.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Omori a lot. I think it's a really fun game. Great discussions. I like kind of darker games, and this definitely was one that hit that mark.
I need to play Omori.
Fantastic. I think the game was a little too slow. I got to a point through the story where I had to go back and grind to progress the story.
It's Earthbound.
And-
It's Mother 3.
You know, kind of disappointing. Like, that type of game is meant to be like you play through for the story. And the gameplay is kind of like a secondary thing.
It leaned a little
But-
too hard into its Earthbound roots.
Yeah, it leaned a little too hard. And, you know, not the worst thing, and a lot of people really enjoy that. For me, it wasn't my thing. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But sure, I love the art style, I love the story beats, and I love okay. One of the reasons it goes down again is I'm not the biggest fan of how they did their combat. I was never the biggest fan of it, and that brought it down for me. That's just how it was. But yeah, it was a good game. Still better than Diablo 4, just out of story beats.
Out
But,
of
like,
sheer spite for Blizzard.
true.
Seriously.
Number 3 is a game that I've mentioned, I think, vaguely on this podcast. Samorost. So
Oh yeah, you have.
Samorost is fucking wild. It's so cool.
yeah, Aiden has seen Trith play it in my room before. It's a really cool game. So I'm talking about the series. I've played 1, 2, and 3 at this point. And the third game is the one that I'm going to be talking about the most. This is the one that I enjoyed the most. It had the most thing. It is a bizarre trip of a game.
You find this shit.
I don't know how he found this. It's like he like downloaded this off of a deep web Craigslist ad.
What is?
What is actually what
Yeah, I
is
told
going
you.
on? What the
Where do you
fuck?
find this shit, David? This is cool. It's interesting.
David,
It's
David's
really
always
cool.
been just a way of knowing.
Hold on,
Look
hold
at
on.
the fucking image.
David, you can't run this one past me. Hold on.
That's literally the image I'm looking at right now.
What is that?
Even funnier part, he's what's that thing called? He's smoking a hookah.
Yeah.
What on earth, bro? This is the strangest.
the background.
It's
No, it's
a
not skiers.
wild
They're
fucking
farmers.
game.
ski.
Oh, yeah, that's the main character. He's a little gnome.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
I'm gonna have you guys play these games and realize how much of a trip it is.
It's free to play.
It's fantastic. It's awesome. But I have like all 3 games, and you guys should definitely try the 3rd one because that one's the best one. But yeah, really enjoying it. Fantastic. It's goofy. It's fun. It's linear. It's nice.
Turns
So
out it's like steep.
number 2, Dave the Diver.
Unsurprising.
We knew it. I wonder what's number one.
I
though.
really enjoyed Dave the Diver, and I really like it for its aesthetic. It's really funny. It's just a really good thing. We've talked extensively about why I like Dave the Diver. Highly recommend checking it out. But the thing I want to talk about the most, since I've already taken up a bit of time, I want to talk about my number 1 game. A game that I haven't talked about on this podcast.
We have talked about David the Diver a lot, and if you'd like to know more, please check out our previous podcasts.
Absolutely. Yes. Please
Anywhere
check
you
it out.
listen to podcasts. And also, side note, Dave the Diver is on sale on Steam right now.
Yes.
Autumn sale.
Why did
Love
I just
Steam.
say it like that? Yes.
Give me hips, hair.
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, serious.
Oh,
I
the
love that
reference.
you know that song now.
I
That's
hate
so
you
funny.
so.
My number 1 is a game that I don't think I've talked about with any of you.
I'm so glad.
It's
Thank
this
you.
game called The Stillness of the Wind.
What?
I think you've actually mentioned this.
I think I've probably mentioned it.
Mentioned it.
Yeah.
It is $1.
It
$2
is-
on Steam.
A really, really good game, and it is destructive. It's beautiful. It deals with existentialism.
7
it's
out
a
of 10.
fun gameplay. It's really, really good.
It's not actually look really cool.
It's a really,
God.
really cool game.
Oh, I can already see it. I can
What?
see how this would like wreck me.
Oh no, it destroys you. You play as a single woman trying to run her farm by herself after her family's left her. And her family is sending her like messages and stuff, but she's like fighting to keep herself alive with ever growing like prices and taxes, and she's like trying to make a living, like being able to survive off of her farm and everything like that. So she's dealing with that while dealing with the problems she's hearing about through the mailman from her children. So she's hearing about like problems they're having and like situations with their life, and it gets slowly darker as you play the game, and it rips your soul out, and it just, oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Our top number 1 games are very different, David.
It's
Oh, man.
impactful. It's powerful. What? Are you reading?
How much is this?
$1?
$2 on Steam right now.
Let's all buy it right now. How long is it? How long is it?
Anyway,
It's probably like 4 hours, 5 hours of play.
Let's
So-
all buy it on Steam and play it. It's $1.
I might.
2.
It's
Isn't
an
it
indie too.
so cool? Like,
The art style looks
2019
fantastic.
too.
yeah, 2019.
Damn.
It's like, I don't know where I found this game. I saw it on sale, and like I just picked it up randomly and played it. God damn, it blew me away. And it's destructive. It hurts to play. But
Oh,
like
I'm- oh,
it's a
I'm
beautiful
buying it
game.
right now.
It's gorgeous and highly recommend. Highly recommend. So yeah, that's me. And
That's
also
interesting.
really quick, something I want to say. I'm playing Sekiro. Now we can move.
Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about right
I
now.
just actively purchased it, so
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Man, so much quicker than us purchasing Disco Elysium, huh?
I mean I
I
purchased
have it. It's installed on my PC.
It is
Why?
I have not.
Why, Layden?
I need the inspiration. You know what I mean? Like I have to have that.
That's fair.
I have to
It's-
have that moment.
the
where
current
it's like,
urge in
I
my
know.
brain is to play Guilty Gear.
I
So
have that. I have
God.
that. I have that moment where I have to be like, yeah. I hit the play button,
and then you immediately quit out again.
I
and then
fucking-
I alt F4
I hate
before it
this.
even opened. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Play the goddamn game. It's so good. You've already spent the money.
I did. I did actually do that, and
Did
I
in
installed
fact.
it. There,
Goddamn.
no effort on my part.
Come on.
Okay, finally.
All right.
Last, but definitely not least, because I am the best one on this podcast. No.
Last but
What?
least, kidding.
He's
Ew.
best at smelling
well,
bad.
I pay for the RSS. I pay for the
I'm
reason I
kidding,
can
I'm
say
kidding.
everywhere you listen to podcasts.
You can find us everywhere you listen to podcasts, like
We've
Spotify,
trained
Apple Music.
them.
Like Spotify, Apple Music, and
yeah,
other
their eyes
podcast
just go
apps.
pinpoint pupils. They're like, find us anywhere you can listen to podcasts. So
You guys
It's
MK
fucking,
Ultra'd us, huh?
It's like the Breaking Bad hypnosis from fucking Family Guy.
Yes, that's true.
I got.
Oh shit, my bad,
Continue.
guys. Okay.
So, honorable mentions. I'll go least to greatest. Your only move is hustle is my lowest honorable mention.
What?
Have you never heard of it? You've definitely
not.
seen Your Only Move is Hustle. It's a stick figure fighting game
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
that is played frame by frame. You
That's
play it
awful.
like a chess game.
That's awful.
Oh
and
you
then
have-
you watch it. You watch it,
and
back.
then you watch it back
That's
afterwards.
Cool. That's cool. That's really fucking awesome.
You play it like a chess game where you and your opponent lock in certain moves, dodges, jumps, whatever it be.
Oh my God.
And you try and predict what the other person is doing. And
That's actually kind of cool.
you
That's
pl-
actually
you
really
play it like chess.
This is bringing me back to the days of stickpage.com and watching this fucking stick
Dude,
fights
No,
as a
that's
10-year-old.
so. At the
Like
end, the
animated
fights
versus
look
animation.
fucking amazing. I got
Animated
my ass.
versus animation. Oh my gosh.
I got my ass handed to me in my first multiplayer game, and like I was like, oh yeah, like during the game I was just like, oh yeah, I got comboed a couple times. It wasn't that bad. And then I watched the animation afterwards and realized that everything this man did was perfect.
That's funny.
Perfect.
Dude, that's hilarious.
It's genuinely a really good game, but and it's only like $5 off sale, so
hey, that's
It's-
all
it's-
I'm saying.
it's quite fun. It's quite hard though, so I need to learn more. I haven't played a lot of
Does
it.
the move update after you do it?
Yes.
Like you do a chess move, that it interacts. Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
It goes like frame or a couple frames at a time. I don't know exactly what the metric is, but it's like you select 3-point combo, and then you click lock in, and then you have a little side thing where you can try and predict what your opponent's going to do and change their settings and moves and stuff, and it'll play like ghosts of what's going to happen, and then it goes, and then you can hit or not hit, and it's very interesting. It's also very hard because I don't understand the movement yet,
So
like
true.
how it moves.
That's interesting. That's
Very interesting.
That's a
I
cool
just
concept.
picked it up recently, so I haven't played a lot of it. That's why it's on an honorable mention. But it's great.
There's a game I forgot. I'll
Okay.
honorable mention at the end of the podcast.
Okay. Other honorable mentions. The finals. Obviously, it's fucking amazing, but it's only in beta, and I can't wait for it to be a real game. Party Animals. I had a blast. Not my top 5. Lies of P. I haven't played enough of it, but And my top honorable mention, Ultra Kill. I need to beat this game. It's fucking scratches my brain on another level.
You haven't beat it yet?
No, not even close. I just got past Gabriel.
Valid.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a pain.
I need to. I'm trying to P rank all of everything up till Gabriel so I can fight Minos.
Yeah.
But
I went all through one ear and out the other.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm like, I know.
Repeat that
I
sentence.
only
so
understood
fun.
what I could glean from a max sword video.
I P ranked V1, so that's one thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But on to my actual top 5. My lowest top 5. It's gonna come out of nowhere. The only person who knows about this game is Leighton, and the only reason I know that is because it's on his wish list. BattleBit Online.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I know that game.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, it was
looks-
also like what,
it's-
$20?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I bought it for on sale for 15, but that's what I actually refunded Pizza Tower for.
Funny.
Yeah.
You should have just refunded it for refunding Pizza Tower. That's like,
Wait, is it like a Roblox COD
It's,
game?
David,
No, it's Battlefield.
yeah, it's Battlefield.
Roblox.
It came out.
Not
It came
Roblox,
out
like,
when
more like, you ever
it
play
came out
Battlefield?
in the wave of off-brand Battlefield things when 2042 came out.
because
Okay.
So
2042 fucking sucked.
it started development in that, and holy shit, the gunplay and just the whole gameplay in general feels fucking amazing for it being a bunch of block characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it feels good.
there's a lot of games like that really impress me. Like on, I'm gonna say it, Roblox. On Roblox, there's a game.
Roblox
game-
is an incredible engine.
There's a game that came out a while back that I played when it first came out called Bad Business. It's totally different now and it's more horrible now. But back it was like really fast paced. Like it was blocks. It was just blocks moving around like you're a blocky character. you're a stick man, but you're fucking flying around the map doing crazy ass shit with like an AK.
There's an Attack on Titan game that it literally reminds me of something like that I just saw on TikTok that just got like released. It's like full blown, like you can do some crazy shit.
Yeah,
I used to play old Attack on Titan games on Roblox all the time. They were fun.
So did I.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're awesome. But like, it's just some of these games, like, you don't have to be a AAA developer to make a good game. It's just funny that AAA developers can't make good games. What?
Well, money.
Yeah.
Money.
No.
Oh my god.
Fucking,
Sorry.
but BattleBit.
There's a fucking Arkham Knight and Gotham Knights comparison. Arkham Knight happened 8 years ago, and it looks better than Gotham Knights.
Wild how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
But yeah, BattleBit Online, incredible. I only run the MP7 because I'm a little shitter. If you get a headshot, it does so much damage, regardless of the gun. It's like kind of like Rainbow Six, where it's a one-shot headshot, but not quite. It just does incredible amounts of damage. So if you get body shot headshot, it's like done. So very fun game. It's 1,000 times better than any Battlefield game I've played. And I actually recommend getting it if you have a PC. that can run it.
Okay. I was really considering
Number
it.
4, another one I haven't talked about a lot. Henry Stickmin Collection. I bought this over the summer
So
for the
good.
nostalgia trip.
Oh my god.
And I beat the entire thing in a weekend. And it
love it.
was the greatest time I think I've ever had, just reliving all of the old glory of
dude.
middle school in class playing on
Oh, yeah.
fucking like cool math games or any unblocked site you could ever find.
Breaking the bank.
Breaking the bank is so I didn't realize how short
It's
breaking the bank
tiny.
was.
It's like 3 hours. It's like 5 options.
Yeah, you have 5 options and that's it.
It's awesome.
And holy shit, I actually 100%ed the game. I got every fail, because okay. So, I can't remember what it was. I think it's either in the new one that came with this, or I'm gonna spoil it because it came out a while ago.
Yeah, you can. You can spoil Henry Stickmin.
But fucking in the newest game that came out with this collection, completing the mission. So what you do is all of the endings that you've unlocked, you get to combine 2 of them from fleeing the airship and fleeing the complex. You get to combine 2 of them, and it gives you a unique ending. And there's like however many different endings. I don't know what is it? It's 4 times 6, 24 different endings, give or take. There might be more. I can't actually remember off the top of my head. But if you get every ending in every game, in one of the scenes, the Chaos Control Bureau,
I love it.
where the joke is they're the Chaos Control Bureau and they cause more chaos.
Yeah, they divide by 0.
Yeah. But you do it in Stealing the Diamond, and you do another one in completing the mission. I think it might also be back in Stealing the Diamond. I don't remember, but on the board, if you brush some Post-it notes away,
There's a
dial or a meter that says multiversal destabilization, and it has a meter. And if you get every single the more fails you get, the more unique fails that you get throughout every single game, the more the meter gets up, the more timelines that get created.
That's actually really cool.
And if you get all unique fails in all games and all endings, you hit a button appears that says multiverse reset, and if you click it, you get the true ending of the game where
Charles
everything
dies.
resets.
Oh.
Everything resets, and it opens on the cake from escaping the prison being given to Henry. The cake that opens up and then you get all the tools. It's never explained where that comes from. And it just full circles back to the first game.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
No, that's awesome because that is something that was brought up a lot.
Yeah, no, and
Where did the cake come from?
Yeah, no, it's you press the button and they give you the cake and they're like, "You've got a gift, Henry." And it's
That's
like
awesome.
it was incredible. I spoiled myself and watched Markiplier do it, but
So true.
and also the dance off fails.
It has
Just purely for the dance. So there, in one specific ending, each new scene has a dance off option, which you do the Fortnite default dance, and then immediately die. Until dance off is the correct option.
It's fucking hilarious.
Because and every single fail screen is just like, stop, cease. And it's
quite fun.
it is a masterpiece of a fucking game. It's only like $13 on sale. It's so
the
good.
ones where you go immediately into a default dance and you get fucking shot by a sniper.
Yeah, it's
hilarious.
amazing.
Wait a minute. I think I might know a game that's gonna be in this top 5, and I swear to fuck.
It's not Guilty Gear.
No, you keep going.
Okay, my number 3, Celeste.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
David.
Okay, fuck you, David.
Oh,
First
okay.
of all,
You've talked
Okay.
about Celeste a lot, so just
Okay.
we gotta.
I really enjoyed Celeste. One, because I felt that for the normal track of the game, never played it before. I picked it up, didn't like it, threw it down. Then I played it again, and I really enjoyed it. Movement, great. Platforming, great. Once you got used to it, it was actually very intuitive, and I enjoyed it a lot. I have not played enough B-sides to complain about it. I got stuck on the third B-side and quit. But
Very valid.
base game, from gameplay to story, fucking masterpiece. Amazing game. And I fucking hate that you were like, yeah, you get to the... Of course it's a fucking metaphor for mental illness. You're climbing a mountain, for God's sakes.
That's not the problem I have with the game.
You're climbing
It's
a mountain
just
and getting
It
over it.
literally does...
basic. It's basic.
It's really not.
Well, in terms
It does-
of
it does-
what it released at the time, was it basic, or I guess it's basic now that we've seen a lot of media come out?
well, no. I mean, even
When did
even
Celeste release?
like the story, I'm not the biggest fan of. Gameplay is basic.
It's like...
Arguably one of the
Weighted
best
movement.
platformers. It's awesome.
It is one of the best platformers
Absolutely,
ever.
absolutely. But it doesn't do anything original.
Amazing.
Every
It's on
single
Game Pass,
part,
too.
every single part of that game has been done before, and
I'm saying you
arguably
would enjoy
better.
the gameplay, but...
I guess what I see when I see Celeste is I don't see Celeste as like crazy great game, but also I do think it's a great game in that the portions which you can jump off and the hair turns blue and that whole jumping sequence. Also that it's completely passive.
This is very
The
Shovel
entire
Knight.
game is not attacking.
Yeah, kind of.
This
Shovel
is very
Knight.
Shovel Knight if Shovel
And
Knight
all of
was a
your-
metaphor.
All of your
Well,
movement...
no, it's like Shovel Knight has fighting.
Shovel
That
Knight
doesn't have
does
any
have
fighting.
fighting.
It's
It
only,
doesn't?
It does. At
Well,
points.
it's completely passive. You don't
It's
attack.
literally you don't attack.
Oh,
Yeah, you do. You at 2 specific points.
When you just bump into someone, that's not attacking them.
Yeah, like I mean like jumping on somebody doesn't count.
Well, you can dash and-
I'm being like literally takes out a weapon like Ori
Okay,
or something like
okay.
that.
Shovel
But
Knight.
I really enjoyed it because I felt like it really resonated with me
played that.
of the journey of mental illness, where yes, you are metaphorically climbing the mountain to not necessarily get over it. Like, well, actually, it was portrayed that yes, you're climbing the mountain to get over your mental illness, and then you get to the top, and the entire point of it was that you've gotten to the top. Now the journey's just beginning. You've gotten to the point where you
realization
realized
of
you are
dealing with-
yes.
yeah.
The mountain was not the get over it. The mountain was
over it?
getting to the point of realizing that there you do have some mental illness and it needs to be dealt with, and getting to the point of realization where you can deal
What's
with
the character's name again?
it. Madeline.
I think, and that's the thing is like Madeline. The entire first portion of the game is trying to get to the top of the mountain because she believes that once she gets to the top, she'll feel fulfilled and that everything will go
everything
away and
will
she'll
make
feel better.
sense.
Yeah.
And the whole arc is that the whole struggle is finally realizing that this is the start. This is the start point. And that resonated with me a lot. And like, so when you say like it was like,
And
oh,
your
you get to
experiences are totally valid.
No,
I'm
no,
not trying to invalidate anything.
Not even
but
like resonate on like a personal level. I just felt that was a very good representation on the journey of mental illness. Like getting to the point, like the whole story was getting to the point where you are ready.
Mhm.
And I felt that was a very, very good route to take, and not just like we made it. The evil half goes away, and everything's okay now. And I climb back down the mountain. We eat some strawberry pie, and everything is great. And
Strawberries, the fucking strawberries.
it does a very good job
Damn
to.
it.
It very clearly states, no, everything is not necessarily okay. It's just now the door is open to be okay.
Yeah.
That's why I put it at number 3.
And also, David, again, I was just to react.
No, your opinions are valid.
Yeah,
I will not like your opinions are your opinions, and they are entirely valid.
You know, Dark Souls 3 is $30 right now, right?
Well, it's
Yeah.
on sale. It was like $10 on sale for Black Friday.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't. It was
That's
30.
crazy.
No,
It's still on sale.
all of it was like it was a crazy deal, and I was like, oh, I should get it, but then
I'm just
I had
saying,
spent so
Why
much money.
didn't you get it?
I had spent so much money on it.
I'm just saying, Jujutsu Kaisen game 2v2 fighting
Don't-
coming out.
don't.
Yeah,
It's
that's
got
good.
JoJo.
It already looks bad. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I-
but Celeste,
Continue.
number
Continue.
3.
It's funny.
Number 2, Terraria.
Easy.
Yeah.
I want to start a new gameplay of that.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Shit game.
No,
I-
seriously,
What?
I just
He
can't.
got addicted to it.
Shit game. It's bad. I'm sorry. Hey, get away from me.
Bro didn't even get past Skeletron.
Are you serious?
I
Because
don't know
I
what that
really
is.
am getting
I will.
the itch. I'm getting the itch.
I wanna play modded.
so
If we
bad.
can play Calamity.
I would do
I'll
Calamity.
100% do
I will
Calamity with
100%
you.
do
After
Calamity.
playing Calamity.
Can we do Calamity
and-
Stars Above combo?
All right,
I
guys.
tried that.
Okay,
It doesn't
talk
work.
about
We've
this
already-
after.
It does. They
I
integrated
tried.
it. They
Continue.
integrated it.
Continue.
They updated it.
Continue.
Okay, go to your number 1.
Muramasa.
We don't got a lot of time, Aiden. Continue.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Continue.
And it's the better Muramasa.
Okay, good.
Fucking Terraria. I got the itch to play this game because I kept seeing fucking things on TikTok about it, and I was just like, I have not played Terraria legit ever. I have not gone from start to finish all legit. I've only ever Builder's Workshopped and did boss stuff, like just fucking boss rushed. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Terraria, and then I started, and then I didn't stop for 60 hours of gameplay.
Valid.
Yeah,
I didn't stop for
Actually-
500.
yeah.
No,
Makes sense.
I've only beaten it once, and
Yeah.
I didn't play that much before. Let me see how many hours I have now.
I think.
Actually, no, I lied. I think I played 80 to 90.
Aiden, I love you deeply, but we've talked about Terraria before. We
I know.
probably should move to your
I
number
know,
1.
but
My
it
bad.
was probably the best experience of this summer. Just me by myself playing fucking Terraria the whole way through, doing
Terraria.
everything legit. I got Terraspark boots in easy mode. Yeah, I
just-
know. We know you have no life.
I gotta play this game
Fucking,
more.
he has 750
It's because
hours.
I have more. It's because I have more playtime in T Mod Loader.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. I haven't. Alright,
but
number one,
Terraria,
number
great. Number 1, Stardew Valley.
Okay.
I
I thought you
am.
were gonna say motherfucking Destiny, bro. Holy
No!
shit.
Fuck that shit.
I'm so
That didn't even make
grateful for
honorable
this world.
mentions.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
grateful for
thank-
life and
Thanksgiving
God.
was a couple of days ago. You know, almost a week ago now. Thanksgiving.
What? I don't know where you're going with this. We just talked about Destiny, and I'm scared.
Yeah, you're grateful. I'm thankful that this was not
No,
his top
okay.
number. That's
All right.
why
I
Okay,
will
okay.
say though, I've been getting the itch for Destiny
Oh god.
No, me
Oh,
too.
Lightfall was $10.
real bad.
No, it's not even worth it
Lightfall
for
was
10 bucks.
$10, and I was like, I looked at it and went,
No, you
think
probably
about it.
should have bought it just so we
No.
can get. You can get Strand
I'm
though.
not putting fucking more money into that stupid ass fucking game.
I am going to buy Final Shape after it comes. No, but I could get the pre-order bonus.
Oh motherfucker.
Hey,
Essential
whoa!
Destiny
They
player.
moved it back. They moved it back to summer. They're pushing back the release date.
But yeah, I think Stardew Valley is one of those games where it's just really easy to pick up, really fun.
It's
to
really
play.
easy to pick
It's
up.
just-
It's really easy to play. I've been playing it with my girlfriend like nonstop. We've got like 21 hours into our farm already. Year 2, spring. Forgot to buy strawberries.
Lord forbid.
No, but that's literally Stardew Valley. That's
It is,
literally
it is.
like the smallest fucking inconvenience.
I'm
is
just saying,
the
guys.
end of the world.
I'm
Well,
just
no,
saying,
it's-
guys. There's a correct answer there. There's a correct answer in Stardew Valley.
What?
Moving
Haley.
on.
What is it?
Wrong.
Leah?
Moving on. Moving on.
Is it Leah?
Moving on.
No,
Moving on.
continue.
Fucking, I have been wholly addicted to this game. I have been craving to play it at any given point, but my girlfriend has a very busy nursing school schedule, so I can't play it all the time because she is the world. But it is definitely my top game of the year. I've had a blast playing it. But yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I have never actually beaten Stardew Valley because
I've never
there's
played
it's the
fully.
whole because you're
Like 2 hours, maybe.
Terraria sucks. Like that's
No,
the-
Stardew Valley is good. Terraria
No.
does not interest me in any
okay,
capacity.
in the
I'm sorry.
podcast because there's gonna be blood.
I'm sorry, Terraria just isn't it.
Motherfucker
Thank
literally
Listen,
told
it's a
us.
side
How?
scrolling-
How?
Okay, beyond
why we had-
Minecraft
why we
doesn't
had to
even
play-
interest me that much.
That's why we had to play Calamity.
Minecraft is only interesting to me because I can visually see every aspect of my house. The whole thing about Terraria is that the customization doesn't make sense to me. The characters don't make sense to me. The tools
Because you
don't
haven't
make
played
sense to me.
enough.
The fighting doesn't make sense to me.
You haven't played
The
enough.
crafting doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because you haven't
everything-
played.
No, it's not even just not make sense. It just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit.
Then play the game.
I have. I
Play do a playthrough with us.
Hold on. Let's look at Steam. I think I have like a good couple hours.
Do
have
a
it.
playthrough with us.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Calamity. We're doing the Calamity boss rush.
Calamity. Oh,
Why does it say? What do you laugh?
Do a playthrough
Not
with
expert
us.
mode. We're doing easy mode.
I love. We're doing.
I have
No, we are not doing
15.4
expert mode.
hours in
No, we're
Terraria.
not.
We're doing master.
Suck my dick. Boom.
You haven't beaten the game.
15.4 hours.
It doesn't matter if
Boom.
you haven't
Hey,
beaten the game.
hey, Ethan.
That's
that-
enough.
If you spend 15 hours cutting down a fucking tree because you can't figure it out, that's not playing the game.
What do you mean? I.
What do you mean? You
I
can
went to
cut the
wall of
trees
flesh.
down?
I killed the wall of flesh.
But you didn't kill
That's
Skeletron?
where the game
I don't know
starts.
who that is.
Anyways, that's aneurysm
The
inducing.
biblical
I don't even think
references
it's
in Arkham
possible.
City is actually a very, very cool thing that we.
All right, I'm ending the
definitely
podcast.
Okay.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Thank you.
Please listen
Keep
to our
going.
podcast
We're gonna go-
anywhere
it's
you can listen to the
burrito
podcast. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Everywhere.
Please.
Yes.
Before we go.
Join the Discord.
Before we go.
Yes, please
Thanksgiving-
join the Discord. I've been
Thanksgiving-
wanting for people.
Before we go. Thanksgiving was, let's see, what, a week ago now? Like 5 days?
About a week ago.
It's not over, Ethan. We're still streaming. So Thanksgiving was about a week ago. People usually go home for the season. They usually get, big Thanksgiving meal.
fire.
Everybody has a lot of
fucking
food.
kill this guy.
know. That's why I put my mic down because I know.
Everyone has a lot of food, and when there's just so much, and it's the classic Thanksgiving leftovers. And if you really like, if you're going through those leftovers, and if you really don't like them, you might happen to find, like, if you're looking, you might find a Twitch Prime sub in your Thanksgiving leftovers, and we could really use that. We could really use that Twitch Prime. If you don't need-
anthem in this house. We stand.
if you don't,
We stand for the anthem and the Dallas Cowboys.
if you have a Twitch Prime sitting around,
Dolly Parton.
and you don't, we should end the stream. We should end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
We
We're going.
appreciate it. They're losing their minds,
I know.
and
We need food.
I forgot
Yes,
to mention
food.
Lethal Company.
Fuck.